Hi Team R3 Robotics. I hope you all are doing great. My name is Samir. I'm a product designer and a natural problem solver, researcher, builder, and a curious listener. I began with customer experience and later I moved through business development, marketing, engineering, sales, and eventually I got into design. This whole journey has shaped me into a better designer, better listener, better researcher. And when I reflect on my journey, I feel that it has helped me to develop a lot of skills, for example, pattern recognition, and to cross collaborate with people coming from different cultures, speaking different languages, and help me to understand their mindset, their vantage point, their perspective, so that I can connect the dots better and I can empathize with them and come up with better solutions. So I'm really thankful and grateful for my whole journey. If I talk about my experience in Germany, so far I have worked at two companies, Infineon Technologies and Rohde & Schwarz. And at both the companies, I have handled complex workflows which were oriented around a lot of processes at the back end, a lot of stages, and a lot of stakeholders involved at different stages for approval, for rejection, or for the request of resubmission after making adjustments at those processes on those stages. For example, at Rohde & Schwarz, I redesigned a 15-year-old engineering change request platform, which was not designed as per the best UX principles at that point in time, and also not as per the design system of the company. And it helped me to cross collaborate with engineering teams, with developers, with data engineers to understand how the whole quality gate process works and what are the choke points. And I also gathered the requirement of the platform. I understood that as per my research how it works, but after collaboration and after the updated processes which were not embedded in this platform at that point in time, I embedded that. At Infineon Technologies, I worked at Gemini, which is a digital twin platform. And it's a very big platform which has multiple use cases, and I worked on many use cases. One of them was project approval workflow. So the idea was to basically bring that whole process which happens on fragmented tools, emails, phone calls, and Confluence pages onto this one platform wherein all the stakeholders involved on different stages come together and checks the project which is being submitted based upon the customer's requirement and based upon what is feasible as per the prototyping at the manufacturing facility, and also the feasibility for the scaled production. So that was a workflow. It included many stages, it included many stakeholders, and these stakeholders are located all across the globe, but primarily in Germany. So it helped me to get exposed to different kind of people coming from different cultures, and also it helped me to understand the bottlenecks of any organization, regardless of how feasible and practical or interesting the solution is. Sometimes because of the processes inside the company, it's not practical to implement right away, and it takes time. So it helped me to understand all these nuances. And apart from that, if I talk about my personality, I'm into fitness, I'm into diet and nutrition. I love to do meditation and mindfulness. That is something which is I'm very passionate about. Also, I'm a keen learner. I'm very much interested to learn and dive deep into complex topics because that is something which intrigues me a lot. I also read the website of R3 Robotics, and I dive deep into the topics which you guys are basically handling, and it really sparked curiosity in me because I have an experience in engineering, especially in manufacturing. I have been exposed to manufacturing facilities, robotics, how the whole production line works, and I was involved in gathering the requirements from the customer and then developing and designing that prototype, testing it, and then delivering it. So I'm very much aware of how this whole value chain works, and when I came across this opportunity, this really made me very excited and happy because this is something which I feel I'm at home, and this whole opportunity of R3 robotics is very interesting to me. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm really interested in the solutions which you guys are basically working on, which is deassembling the batteries in the best way possible. And I really got interested in the point where there is this article on the website which talks about that the manual disassembling of the batteries is the least important part to cut cost. There are multiple factors which plays and which are important in this whole chain, which basically determines how much cost effective you can make the process. And I can literally see the whole scope, the verticals where these processes can be optimized and improved. And I clearly see the role of a UX designer also, who can basically contribute in the best way possible to basically optimize this whole process. So I'm really excited and I'm really looking forward for this opportunity. Thank you. Best regards.